So with the launch of Act 2 on the next daily reset, I've decided to have a look at some of the weapons, look at the roles with you guys, and go over what I think you should look forward to. So we're going to start with the Act 2 weapons coming with the new event. We're going to look at the refusal of the call to begin with. This is the new Strand Kinetic Glaive. As you can see here, here's all the perks. So we've got Auto-Loading, Discord, Replenishing Aegis, Envious Assassin, Tilting at Windmills, Slice, and Impulse Amplifier. Then for the second column, we've got Beacon Rounds, Disruption Break, Close to Melee, Sword Logic, Unstoppable Force, and Melee Momentum. So what stands out here to me is Sword Logic and Close to Melee. They're the two perks that I'd look for in this column. Discord is a very interesting perk, and then other than that, I think Slice looks good too. We spoke about in the live stream, Tilting at Windmills and Melee Momentum could be good for PvP. But for me, I don't think I'll end up using this in PvP. This will be purely for PvE. Strand weapons are looking to be quite good later on in this season, or maybe in Act 3. There's a lot of Strand stuff coming in the future, so this could be a very strong weapon alongside the right loadout and right weapons. Keep in mind, of course, if you get the Masterworked version, you get Rune of Over, which is another perfect magazine mod. But that's it for the glaive. We'll move on to the next weapon. As you can see here, the next weapon is the Anamnesis. We're going to go down to the perks now. So this is a new Void lightweight frame bow. As you can see here, we've got some decent perks in the left column. We've got Perfect Float. We've got To the Pain, Repulsor Brace. We have Hipfire Grip, Successful Warm-Up, Dragonfly, and Archer's Tempo. And then for the second column, we've got Explosive Head. We've got Moving Target, Sword Logic, Impulse Amplifier, Adagio, Demoralize, and Destabilizing rounds. Now, an unreal role for PvE here could be Dragonfly and Destabilizing. That on the word of Crota at the moment is unreal. So on a bow that's going to deal more damage, this could be crazy. In the live stream, they spoke about Successful Warm-Up and Impulse Amplifier being great for rate of fire and just spamming arrows. You could do this with Archer's Tempo as well, now that I've seen that. Keep in mind you have Rune of Over as well on the Masterwork versions, so you're going to be able to get the faster draw time from that. Or you're going to get it from Willing Vessel anyway. Other than that, you've got all your Void synergy here if that's what you want to go for. You know, you can do your classic Repulsor Brace Destabilizing. You can do Repulsor Brace Demoralize. You could do Dragonfly Demoralize. But I think the one that I'll be looking out for is definitely Dragonfly Destabilizing. I think this is going to be unreal. Moving on to our next weapon, we have the Division. This is a new Arc Energy Sidearm. It's a 2-round heavy burst. As for the perks, as you can see here, we've got Encore, Grave Robber, Pugilist, To the Pain. We have Hipfire Grip, Eddy Current, and Perfect Float. As for our second column, we've got Surrounded, Eye of the Storm, Offhand Strike, Swashbuckler, Sword Logic, Kill Clip, and Volt Shot. So a lot of people are going to go straight for your Arc Synergy, so you can do that. You've got Eddy Current, you've got Volt Shot, you can do that straight away 100%. We've also got Sword Logic and Kill Clip, which are good for DPS perks, so if you want to use any of them, go for it. Also Surrounded, which is quite decent on a sidearm, because you're going to be close, you're not going to be too far away with a sidearm. But definitely try this with the new Bolt Charge with your Arc builds, test it with your synergies, Eddy Current, Volt Shot. If you don't like the look of that, go for something more damage based like Surrounded, Sword Logic, or Kill Clip, maybe with Grave Robber or Pugilist. But yeah, I think this one's mainly going to be for your Arc Synergy, Eddy Current, and Volt Shot. That's really what you're going to look for here. Some good damage perks too, you could go for them. So just keep an eye out for this nice new sidearm. It definitely has potential. Moving on to the next weapon, we have the Afterlife, the new Void Energy Fusion Rifle, an adaptive frame. So as you can see here, here's the perks. We've got Pugilist, Ambitious Assassin, Offhand Strike, Discord, Lead from Gold, Grave Robber, and Under Pressure. And in the second column, we've got Destabilizing, Successful Warm-Up, Vorpal, Cornered, Adagio, Swashbuckler, and Reservoir Burst. So as you can see, there's not too much Void synergy with this one. The only perk that's going to work with your Void stuff is Destabilizing. You don't have Repulsor Brace, you haven't got Demoralize, Withering, anything like that. So if you do want to go for the Void synergy, all you have is Destabilizing. I think what stands out to me here is Discord and Reservoir. That could be unbelievable. Obviously, you're going to get your ammo refunded when you get a kill with Discord, which is then going to allow you to re-proc Reservoir. And keep in mind, it's a fusion rifle. Particle is very heavy this season, so this has potential for sure. So keep an eye out for the new Afterlife Void Fusion. So moving on to the final Act 2 weapon, we've got the Mirror Amago, whatever that's called. As you can see, it's a new Strand SMG, it's an adaptive frame. Here's the perks. So in the first column, we've got Overflow, Moving Target, To the Pain. We've got Pugilist, Grave Robber, Subsistence, and Recycled Energy. And then in the second column, we've got Unrelenting, Offhand Strike, Permeability. We have Sword Logic, Swashbuckler, Target Lock, and Hatchling. So, there's a lot of good things on this. Subsistence is unreal, so you're going to want that on your SMGs to reload your magazine. As you can see, it has a base magazine of 37 before you do anything else to it. Could definitely work into Subsistence. Hatchling is very strong this season alongside the Strand Artifact mods, all them Threadlings. So, definitely look out for Hatchling. I think Overflow is great on SMGs, especially if you're a Titan specking into Peacekeepers or anything like that. Overflow is going to be perfect. Permeability, of course, allows it to be open to every subclass, so you don't have to specify into the Strand version of this. You could go for Subsistence Permeability, you could go for Overflow Permeability, and see how it works into different types and elements. Then for your damage perks, you've got great stuff. You've got Sword Logic again, you've got the unbelievable Target Lock. Either of them are great. Then you've got Recycled Energy. Then you could, of course, go into Recycled Energy Permeability, so once you've procced your Permeability and converted it, you're getting kills with Recycled Energy to start charging up your class ability. Of course, this is to the one that has the lowest energy, but if you've just used it, it's going to have the lowest energy. You've got Pugilist and you've got Swashbuckler if you want to go into the melee type stuff. And of course, again, this has the Rune of Over and the Willing Vessel, so both great origin traits. So this is one to keep an eye out for sure. Now that's it for the Act 2 weapons. There's a couple of Guardian Games weapons that have been updated, and of course we have the new Trace Rifle that we have a limited amount of perk knowledge on. But I'm just going to go over that with you guys. So first, the Hula Baloo Grenade Launcher. This has returned. As you can see, it is getting the new Rolling Storm perk. That was all they mentioned. I'm not too familiar with this weapon. I don't really use it, so I'm not sure what its perk pool was. I think Envious Arsenal might be new as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So for this weapon, definitely look out for Rolling Storm if you want to build into that Bolt Charge with your arc. In the live stream, they spoke about how Rolling Storm and Demolitionist is good, because obviously it charges up your grenade, which gives you something to disperse the Bolt Charge with. Other than those two perks, you've still got Envious Assassin and Chain Reaction, or Envious Assassin Cascade Point. You can also do Volt Shot and Chain Reaction for the ad clear. Of course, this is a compressed waveframe, so you're not going to be going for DPS with this thing. This is purely for ad clear. So the next weapon I want to talk about is the Taraxipos Kinetic Scout Rifle. Just a quick thing for this. This is getting the new Lone Wolf perk and the new Tear perk. I think Closing Time is new as well, but I'm not 100% sure there. But this is definitely a very good scout rifle. Of course, the Strand, again, the synergy this season with the artifact, unreal. Hatchling, if you want to go for the classic Hatchling perk. In the live stream, they mentioned Lone Wolf and Explosive Payload is going to be devious in PvP. And I think Tear and Keep Away, or Tear 4th times, could be very good in PvE. You've also got Precision Instrument. If you want to do a Lone Wolf Precision Instrument, that could be unbelievable in PvP. But yeah, keep an eye out for this scout rifle. It's definitely going to be one that you want to get hold of. For the second last weapon, we have the Title SMG. This is returning again for Guardian Games. It is getting Recycled Energy and Demoralize. So you can, of course, do the classic Repulsor Brace Destabilize for this. Or now you have the choice to do Repulsor Demoralize. Looks like Elemental Honing has been added on this as well, so keep that in mind. Very high damage perk if you use it properly and have a good prismatic build. Could have potential. Not something I'd really go for on an SMG, but it's there if you want to use it. So this is the new Arc Trace Rifle. I couldn't find this anywhere, so I've only got the information they gave us in the live stream. So in the left column, we've got Overflow, Triple Tap, Eddy Current, and in the right hand side, we have Detonator Beam and Jolting Feedback. They did mention that this one is more PvE based, whereas the Iron Banner one is going to be more PvP focused. So keep in mind, this is going to be what you want for PvE over the Iron Banner one. So look out for this Trace Rifle. This is of course going to be brand new with Guardian Games, so keep an eye out. Keep in mind, Trace Rifles are going to be extremely strong now with the new perks we're getting in our artifact. If you don't know what they are, go and check out my Act 2 video. That'll go over everything they said on the live stream about the artifact, the perks, the new mission, and more. So that covers it for the video, guys, but I hope this helped you guys out. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please let me know what perks you guys are going to be looking for in the comments. Thanks for watching.